Good Sunday to y'all. Steven at you again on Bama GA Outdoors. Well, y'all was here. Time for Sunday smoke on the big grill. I already got my fire inside there, getting ready. Got some coals and some hickory wood in there. And I'm going to let that go on and get right. And I'm going to go on and prep my meat. But I'm going to let y'all say hey and let my little special guest say hey to y'all.
Hi. Hi, guys. Welcome to Special Sunday.
That's right. What is it?
Welcome to Bama GA.
That's right. And what we doing? Sunday smoke? Ribbies. That's my baby girl, y'all. She done got this little bug in her now. She just want to be on this video all the time. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and get my meat prepped, and we'll come back to y'all in a minute. All right, y'all. I got 6 slabs of ribs I'm going to put on here today. And whenever I grill ribs, I always leave the membrane on just to protect them. And all I do is score it. I try to keep it on so that the meat don't burn. So I'm just gonna score them. Watch out, boo.
6 ribs. 6.
I like doing this instead of taking the membrane off. When I grill, I have grilled with the membrane taken off before, and it was good results. But I kind of prefer this way just to kind of keep stuff together, in my opinion. Y'all do what you want to do. Watch out, babe. See, she right here, she looking and learning. You gotta love it when a kid want to be around you when you cooking. So that way, when they get older, it's a lot they'll remember. That's how I learned how to cook. Get your face back. That's how I learned how to cook. I was always in the kitchen with my grannies, with both of them. My mama and them, as a lot of y'all would say, and me too. But all right, we got that scored. And so this is just salt, pepper, onion, garlic, a ratio that I mix up for just about everything I use. I use it on just about anything I put on a grill or a smoker. So, and because it's a lot lighter in salt, you can be very generous with the amount that you put on. But because this is the bone side, it doesn't require a lot. But I do still season it on the back. Some people might ask why I'm seasoning on the back, even if I leave the membrane on. There is some meat back here that you should get some seasoning on. So, and plus, that membrane cooked just right, you're gonna bite through it. You don't want to taste nothing on the other side. You're gonna be able to taste something.
Can I try?
This is a little bit of paprika
Can I try?
right here. Right now, not right now, boo. Not right now, babe. Not right now. We're just gonna put a little paprika on there, just a little bit on each one of them. We got some wind out here today, boy. It's kind of blowing my seasoning around a little bit. That's all right. So now all I'm gonna do is stop. I'm just gonna flip them all over. Repeat the process on the meat side. I'm gonna let these all sit for a minute. So I got other meat over there I gotta prep. I got some Italian sausage, a whole chicken that I'm gonna cut in half. I got some bourbon bites, which are chicken wrapped in bacon. And I got something else over there. We'll see when we get to that. But we go on with the salt, pepper, onion, garlic first. Now on the meat side, I like to be pretty generous with this seasoning. It's just so flavorful. I gotta keep it low today. This wind was carrying my seasoning off here a minute ago. I already modified that grill, y'all. That one little exhaust that's on the end, I kept it off and I put 2 pikes on the other end and raised them up higher, I couldn't help myself. I just got to thinking about stuff, and I know it's not a smoker, but I'm gonna smoke on it anyway, because if you know how to use a grill, you can smoke on it. So, all right. All right, that's that. And we'll go with a little paprika on top of everything. You know what? Probably do it better like this. Really, it ain't no better. I'm probably better off leaving it the other way. This paprika gives a mild taste, but mostly for color. Mostly what it's for. So, I'm not putting them thick latex gloves on today. I got my hand sanitizer over there and my water and soap. So, I'm using my hands today. That's what I'm using. This for my family anyway, and we all touch our food with no gloves on when we're cooking for the house. But if I was cooking for a crowd, I would definitely have on gloves. But that's not the case today. Just pat all this in. Not rubbing it, just patting it in. I'm gonna let these sit for a while, soak up this seasoning, and then we're gonna go on the grill with them here. This grill does not have gauges on it, and I'm glad, because this really takes me back to my roots, cooking over open fire, where we didn't have gauges. So just gotta kind of keep your eye on your stuff and feel it. That's feeling that heat. A lot of y'all out there use gauges and stuff on your grills when you cook anyway over open fire. I don't do it if I don't have a grill with a gauge on it. It's all good to me. Now I may put some gauges in this one simply because I am going to smoke on it also, especially around the holidays. I'll be doing a lot of food on this thing, so I'll probably put gauges on just for that. But for the most part, I don't really need the gauges when I'm doing this style of food. But I'll come back to y'all in a second when I get ready to put them on the grill. All right, so now I got my chicken. I split it in half just now, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it seasoned up. And I'm using Memphis inspired Kroger selection. I told you I like that. But I did add some extra onion powder to it. So I'm just gonna do the bird in that. And we're gonna let that baby rest in that for a minute. And now the other things I have my Italian sausage. I already cooked half of them. And I got some garlic bites from a meat market, Harvest Time. And I got some bourbon bites. So those are all wrapped in bacon. So I'm gonna put them on last. But I'm gonna let this seasoning soak in them. And the ribs have been sitting there sweating for a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start loading them babies up. All right, let's pop it open and see what we're looking like in here. Handles got a little heat in them. Definitely more heat than I would like. Woo. Yeah, them handles. Woo. Woo, son. Smoky. Woo, gotta let that clear for a minute. All right. Let me get this going. Throw me a glove on. First rack on the new cooker. We're going bone side down. And I'm not even taking the racks all the way to the ends. Can already smell them ribs. It smells so good already. All right, I go to 6 that's on there. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let that chicken sweat out another minute or two, and I'm actually probably gonna go ahead and just place that chicken up high on that warming rack that's up there. I'll just place that chicken up there. I got so much more room left in there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start placing the little bites up there and get them going. Okay, I put the 2 racks in that I had took off of OG just to keep the bites from falling or getting stuck more. So I'm gonna put them. I got 2 bags of them. These are garlic parm. So I'm gonna put them over here on this one. Oh, bacon coming loose. Bacon, don't you do that to me. The ribs is sizzling. I gotta hurry up and get this thing closed down before the fire get too crazy on me. I cooked some of these things for the football game yesterday. I had the regular wings and garlic parm, but these got the bacon. These are the bites. So I wanted to save these for today. So when I watch the late game tonight, I don't even know who playing because we got home from church today and I just came straight to doing this. I don't know if the Falcons are playing right now or if they're playing later. But I got to get caught up on my games today. All right, that's those. And these are the bourbon bites. And these are back away from the fire. They're gonna cook a little slower. So I got my fire mostly over there where the ribs are. But they put a lot of bacon on that one. Might have to rotate these up to that top shelf. That'll be easy though, because I can just take this whole little grates and just pick them up and set the whole grate up there if I have to. Fire's starting to get crazy. I'm gonna have to hurry up because I don't want too much heat overchar the bottom of my ribs. And that grease is starting to drip down, them flames coming up. I'm gonna let that other chicken sit for a while, that whole chicken, and I'm gonna put them sausage on last. I'm gonna get this thing closed down right fast. Those handles get hot. We'll see y'all in a second. Can y'all hear that sizzle? That sounds so good. Let's get it popped open and see what we're looking like on this bone side of these ribs.
Yes, guys. Welcome to Zero Mama GA. Welcome to Power to Mama GA.
You gotta let that smoke clear out for a minute. But I got everything in there right now, y'all.
We got everything out. And then the grill out.
Oh yeah, that's looking just coming on.
This comes on.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes indeed, Bubba G.
Yes, indeed, Baba D.
Lord, I got a parrot. Y'all hear my parrot? I got a parrot, y'all. Got the bites down there. I got the whole bird. The whole bird right here on the end. And I got them sausages. I got them sausages up there over the ribs. I got about 7 or 8 sausages up there. So just a good little Sunday smoke trial run on this thing. See what it's gonna do. So I like the distance from the charcoal tray up to the cooking grates. I like that. I can cook over the heat and I can manage it a lot better like that, and that's good. And I still got so much room on this side. Man, I can't wait to see how much I can really put on this thing and do with it. Let me close it back down. Let me let this char keep going for a minute. Yeah, it's getting there. Yes, indeed. That's, oh, yes, Lord. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's charring up beautifully. It's only been on there not even 10 minutes. And that's what I like about char grilling ribs. Man, you do not have to have all day in your cook to put out good ribs if you char grilling them. So what I'm gonna do once I get these ribs, the char that I want on them, because I kept my fire mostly on this side, I'm gonna put my ribs over on the grate that's on the other side. And I'm just gonna put them over there. They'll be out of the direct heat. Right now they're directly over it, but they'll still be getting all the heat anyway, but not directly on them. Yes, my darling, what is it?
I'm gonna smell your seasoning.
You wanna what?
I'm gonna smell your seasoning.
You wanna smell the seasoning?
I'm gonna start this one, and
So what the char looking like so far?
that's yummy in my tummy. That's yummy in my tummy, Dad.
It's yummy in your tummy?
Yes, I see you. I see you in the video.
That one's getting about where I want. I'm gonna flip it around a little bit though. Kind of. So that's showing that it's a hot spot in them coals right there where it's at. Yep. So we'll put the darker end facing this way now. So I about got the char the way I want it. Yeah, that one looked downright perfect. I'm still going to flip it though. Send it back over there like that. Oh yes indeed. All of them about the way I want them. Now, on that other big grill that I have, you would have to tend to your fire or your meat so much sooner and so much more regularly, simply because the coals were so much closer to the meat. But you don't have to worry about that as much right here. So we're gonna let that ride for about 3 to 5 minutes more on that side. Then we're gonna pull them and put them on the other side, on the other grate. All right, let's pop it open and check them out again. I need my gloves because that thing hot. Hold on. All right. All right. Let's pop it up. I'm gonna have to get me some better handles on this baby. Whew. Let's let the smoke roll out. All right, now let's give them a look-see. Oh, yes, indeed. That is beautiful. Look at that. That is beautiful. So, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to put everything on the other side. I'm going to run the other side and I'm going to pop that up. Yes, darling. Darling. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Oh, you want me to let the chickens out? Oh. Okay. In a minute, I gotta move this meat. Now that I got them on the back side, what I'm gonna do next is let's gonna move these racks with these bites on them down more over the fire. Leave them babies down here, and then I'm going to take my sausages and check them. They got a ways to go, so I'm going to start putting my sausages down here. Y'all seeing what I'm doing? I don't know. Y'all might be able to see. It's kind of dark in there, but I'm working. Got all my sausages down here closer to the fire. I hear my lovely coming. Now I'm gonna move this bird a little bit closer. A little bit more over the fire. Let the bird sit up there. Oh, what you got, babe? Okay. All right, I got them. Thank you. They cooked already?
No,
They
they need to be
Okay.
cooking.
Okay,
They need
cool.
to cook.
All
You
right.
need to put some sauce in there.
Okay, I'll do that in a minute. I'll get that in a minute. All right, y'all. Well, that's it right now. We got the beans, chicken, bites, sausage, and ribs on now. So come back and look this stuff again in a minute. All right. All right, y'all. There she is. Rocking and rolling. Got everything going. And a lot of room left. I got so much room on this thing left, it's ridiculous. And I love that. Because I can do a lot with this. But I'm going to get this baby closed back down. And let everything go ahead and do what I need it to do. And we're going to check back in with y'all a little later. We're just going to go on and get her dropped down right fast. Like. All right, y'all. We'll come back and check on them in a minute. All right, y'all. Let's get it popped up and see what they looking like now. I've rearranged everything a couple of times. That smoke rolling, have to let it clear out of there. Yeah, everything looking pretty good right now. I need to stir these beans. Let them babies simmering slow, boy. Oh yeah. I might have to get me a little bowl of these while I'm sitting here waiting on this meat. Oh yeah. This is the cook for the week. Be carrying some of this stuff to lunch, having some leftovers for dinner here and there. Whatever. It's just the way I like to cook on Sundays. I like to cook a lot of ribs when it get later in the year too, because I freeze them. I vacuum seal them and I freeze them. So when I got a feeling or a taste for some ribs during the winter time, I can just take some out the freezer and heat them up in the oven and I'm straight. I gotta taste these beans. I don't got a hunk of meat in it. I'm gonna try this bite. Mmm. Ooh, that's good. Burnt my mouth slap up. That is hot. Ooh, they so good. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. I had some of those jalapeno poppers from yesterday left over, and I was gonna have them for my lunch today after church, but my wife, she sliced them up and put them in the beans. That was a good move. Let's get a look at these ribs real quick, see what they looking like. Ooh, juice running up out of them. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. That's pretty. So what I think I'm gonna do now is, I think I'm gonna put these ribs, I'm gonna put them all up top now and let them go real slow. And let them, golly, come on, let them go slow up on that rack. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh man, that is absolutely beautiful. I love that char on the bottom of those ribs. And I'm probably gonna cook these completely unwrapped. Oh man. I'm gonna just throw them babies up there. Golly, that is nice. Ooh, look at that. My fire is just doing this thing down there. Man, come on. That grease dripping off them, boy. Stevie, do you like your new grill? Man, I tell you what. I ain't mad at it right now. That's for sure. Ain't nothing I don't like at this point. So, what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to take this bird. See what this bird looking like. That bird looking like that on the bottom. But I'm going to let him keep riding like that for a minute. And these little bites, I'm going to move some of them over here. So I got a flame up on one of my logs down there. So I'm going to move these bites around a little bit. I'm going to move the sausage. Might have to have me one of these bites. I might have to grab my temp pen and temp these to see if they ready, because I might have to bite me one of these. Move my sausage. Go ahead and flip them babies over. They've been riding on the same side for this whole cook so far. I like the way they look. Them babies been cooking slow. I like that. Yes, indeed. Let's move everything around a little bit. But the ribs is dripping some fat down from up there. I like that. Now let's put these babies right here. Actually, since I'm gonna let them stay down here for a minute to the bottom. The one side get cooked the way I want it to. Then I'm gonna put them up on that top rack, kind of get them off that heat a little bit. Man, them beans taste so good. So far, y'all, I like the way this thing is cooking. The only drawback I got is that at this point, the handles get hot, and boy, when you open this thing, you talking about a smoke bath. Whew! But right now, I ain't got no complaints, really, the way it's cooking. Let's hoping this chicken speed up. It's trying to crisp, but I'm cooking it from the bottom. So I'm gonna have to flip it sooner or later. But I'm just like, I want a little more char on the bottom of that, and I got flame over here, so I think I'll just move it to over there. Let me move these sausage to over here. We put that chicken right over that flame. Chicken is directly over that flame, and I'm gonna close this baby down. Let it keep rocking and rolling. We'll check in with it again in a minute. Well, y'all, it's time to check these ribs, but
Welcome to Mama's Shed.
baby girl, they know what they're looking at. She having a little issue, y'all, because it's just me and her at home. But I must say, these old ribs is looking good. That old yard bird down there looking pretty good. Yes, indeedy, this thing cooks great. We've been eating them little chicken bites and sausage. You see it's sausage missing and chicken bites is over half gone. And the pan of the beans, you see how low that's done dropped. Everybody really waiting on these ribs, but my bone draw ain't where I want it, so I know they ain't tender yet. I told them I ain't in no rush. See, y'all always trying to rush me. Y'all think every time I fire up a grill or a smoker, y'all gonna be eating in 2 hours. That ain't the case. I know I can grill ribs really, really quick, but I'm not trying to grill ribs really quick. I'm trying to see how well this thing smoked. Boy, that is so soft. So I've been moving these ribs around a lot. Man, look at that juice come out of that thing. Look at that juice running out of there. Boy, that thing barely is, I'm barely pushing it, and it's just going right in. I'm curious. I don't want to tempt them, but I think I'm going to tempt these, y'all. Yes, darling.
Are you thought we're going to get the tray for the food?
Yeah, we're going to get the tray for the food. I got to go get these trays, but them babies looking good. So far, y'all, I like the way this thing cooked. There's nothing happened unexpectedly in a grill this size. You got this much room, you should be able to, especially with that depth from the grill grate to the charcoal, the heat source, you should be able to cook pretty good without burning everything up, unless you just burn everything up. But I'm gonna let these go a little longer, and then I'm gonna mop a little sauce on top of them. I really want. I'm so curious. I know I gotta tempt that chicken. Let me get my temp pen. Hold on. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna just tempt these anyway, just to see where they at. Let's go in this one. See what it's saying. Okay. It's over 170 degrees, so they are done. Without rack was. Yeah. So, they cooking pretty evenly. I guess it's the way I got my fire spread out too. That one is not hitting temp like the other ones was. Oh, there it is. So, for all intents and purposes, I could call it, but man, the way this probe is sticking in and out of them with this temp pen. Now this one seems to be the thinnest one, and it ain't got the temp. Down there it do. See the sticker in, that's a little tighter going in too. Yep. And now let's see what this old chicken's looking like. This chicken. Yeah, that's done. Let's see, we get it all in that leg. Yep. Let's go down in that breast. Yeah, the chicken done. I just want it to crisp up a little bit. So, I'm not going to call this cooked just yet, y'all. Because I want my ribs to be a little more tender. Because I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to slice 3 slabs and then I'm going to pull 3 slabs. Because I done fell in love with some pulled pork from ribs. That is just so good. But I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to let them go ahead and continue to slow roll. And we just going to nibble on this other stuff, these chicken bites and those sausages. We already been eating on them and those beans. So we ain't got to worry about dinner. But I think I'm going to just let these ribs go ahead, cook slow, unwrapped. Because they feel real tender, except for this one rack right here. It felt the toughest. So I'm going to let them go. Let them draw back on that bone some more. And I'm going to let this chicken go a little more. I'm trying to let the skin get crispy on it. Because it was crisping when I had it meat side down or breast side, split side down, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to let that go ahead and go a little while longer. I need to look at it underneath, see where we at. Ooh, that's a pretty bird. Juice is dripping. All right. I'm gonna let it stay out there for a little while longer. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go to the house and get these trays. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put my other meat in it, and I'm gonna cover up my beans. Everything can stay over there where it is because I don't have the heat source all the way over. I stopped it about right there, so it's a lot less warm over here than it is over here. And the same thing for up here, right in here. Even though the exhaust goes up there, I still got a lower feeling temp right there for whatever reason. But all right, y'all, that's how it is. Woo, boy, this lens is smoky. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and call that on this cook, cause they gonna be tender. I'm gonna let them stay out here slow and just cook till they get real tender. Who you talking to? The flies?
Yes.
Oh, flies working her nerves, y'all. But anyway, y'all, I like the way my new grill cook. I ain't got no complaints other than the handle get hot. And boy, when you open that door, you better be ready to turn around and get you some fresh air real quick, because it holds some smoke. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Till the next time, y'all have a blessed day. Peace.
Daddy.